Mic check. Alright, good. Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK G4, G5, G6 France and WM game. Alright, let's take a look at this. Animal Renovator. Can hold animals. Okay, kind of neat. If you want to do a clay start, then you can hold a pair of sheep. Supervisor, no unused spaces. Fence dealer is pretty nice. I think though I'm gonna take cattle dealer. Cattle dealer is just a fantastic card. It combos really nicely. With a lot of stuff. Fence dealer I feel like is a little more narrow, so alright, tile maker, grain speculator. Like here's Tanner. Tanner would be pretty nice with cattle dealer. Livestock actuary, sheep, boar, cattle, you get clay, wood, or stone. Seems pretty good. Cattle plus 2 stone. Alms collector would actually be fine on the rebound looking at all these picks. Let's go with grain speculator or hobby farmer. I like both of them. Let's take grain speculator. Oven admirer, so oven admirer goes pretty well with grain speculator. Sugar daddy is always interesting to consider. Play this card, you get an animal of every type which is already on your farm. Okay, seems like a reasonable late game card. Let's grab oven admirer. So we've got clay seller, acrobat, well seller. Ooh, I like well seller. It'll get me my 3 stone for oven admirer. Family physician, so if you use stuff that's adjacent to other people, that's probably pretty good. Like two other people, you get a food. That seems pretty reasonable. Though I already have a way of getting both. I think well seller could do some good for me. I don't really want any of these. Stroller is okay. Yeah, none of them are fantastic. So alms collector and Tanner came back. And tile maker. Tile maker is interesting. Tile maker plus grain speculator can get me the clay oven very easily. Or I could do an alms collector game. The thing about alms collector is if I take it here and I get any miners that I want to play early that require occupations, then I'll be pretty sad. I'd rather just green speculate well seller to get my get stuff going nice and early. So tile maker seems like a fine option. And this pick is I'm probably not playing Storyteller or Cattle Whisperer. There's a chance that if I get Lighthouse, I play Sugar Daddy, so it's like maybe the one playable card there. And I see Candy Room here, so there's some chance. I did pass the card that gives a stone whenever you take Reed, so Reedstone Food. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember the exact wording of the card. I'm not sure if that works. Piggy Bank. Do I have a Piggy Bank game here? Piggy Bank to get the stone oven. I don't think I'm going to take it here. I can always take it later. Let's grab Sawhorse. Sawhorse is a generically fantastic card. You're paying for a stable, plus you get 5 wood for 5 free fences, so that's really excellent. Sorry I didn't stream it all on the weekend. I kind of tried to get a couple games going, but my timing was bad, and I ended up played some Terra Mystica offline and online. Let's make all this stuff a bit bigger. I am keeping an eye on Twitch chat, so if you're here, please say hi and feel free to ask any questions. Alright. So, gold mine. Whenever you take a stone, you get a grain. Huh. Guest plow. No, I don't need guest plow. Well, I don't really have a thing for it. Lumberyard, day labor for 2 wood. That seems quite strong. Because 2 wood is not that uncommon a space early on, so you're basically passing on the 2 wood action to get an extra 2 food, which is pretty good. Of course, it lets more be in the game, but straw. With Sawhorse, I'm more likely to have an unfenced stable. I don't need market. I'm going to take Stone Giant. There's a line here where I build the well normally, and then Well Cellar gives me a bunch of extra stone, which I use for Stone Giant. Well, there's always Crop Crib. Haven't really seen a way to plow a lot yet, though, so I'm taking Broom. Broom is an excellent card. It's an excellent card. And if I don't get my my Well Cellar off, like if Well comes out before I play Well Cellar, then I'm fine brooming away before I play Stone Giant. But I do think Stone Giant is like pretty underrated. It gives you access to either the family growth space or the cattle space. Or the plow. Excuse me, plow sow space. Like both of those are options. And it can even be played early, realistically. It's an option to go on the family growth position. Okay, looking up at this one. Stone support. Don't need clay when you renovate your home. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like you pay a stone for 3 or 4 clay, and it's a minor improvement, so you kind of save an action, kind of. Supply exchange to get stone is always an interesting option. Free point. Free point seems good. Oh, Boot and JP both saying they need to put the kids to bed. Okay. The fact that Candy Run came back is interesting. Par 4's hunting should be pretty reasonable. Like with Tile Maker, I might want to do stuff. Let's take Candy Run. In case it falls into my lap, that going to a stone house is really good. With Sugar Daddy, like me, and Stroller, maybe there's something there. And Tile Maker, honestly, Tile Maker's okay for early Reno strats. What does an admirer give again? 2 vegetables and an animal. Quite good. Let's grab straw. Excuse me. Yeah, Bakehouse. Bakehouse is fine. It's a card that I might broom away, and if I broom it away, I'm not sad at all. With Broom, I have no problem taking minors that I have a low chance of playing, but give me a good benefit in the event that they're good for me. And Bakehouse is one of those cards. Like if I get Clay Oven but not Stone Oven, then I'll have an extra 3 stone that Bakehouse can convert to points for me. Soil Nutritionist here for the Boot. Whenever you plow, you get 2 clay. And you can pay clay to put more stuff on your fields. So I probably get 3 wood. 3 wood into Sawhorse is a fine opening though. I have no problem with doing that. Oh, actually Kimball take in that. Okay, that's fine. Let's play Occupation. Oh, let's play Tile Maker here. I'm going to lock up that first major improvement right away. This is an excellent spot for Tile Maker, especially if sheep comes around too. What do we got going on? Oh, we're continuing. Excellent. JP going for 2 clay. He just realized that I played Tile Maker and is realizing that you don't really want to play. Yep. Don't really want to be playing 2 clay as your first move when Tile Maker's already out. The other nice thing about Tile Maker is it makes it so I don't really want to go to stone, which makes Stone Giant and Bakehouse more appealing. I could take 2 clay, or I could play a fireplace myself. Oh, let's grab that fireplace. Why not? Get it out of the way. And I still have clay to play stone oven with. Beautiful. Sheep round 2 is exactly what I wanted to see. Good start. Ooh, Kimball going for 4 clay. Unusual. I'm gonna do Reedstone Food. I should be able to get 2 Reedstone Foods in. My second action could be Occupation Grain Speculator, could be Occupation Stroller. Probably though, JP might take clay, you never know. Or Reed. And Kimball, okay, I'm interested to see what Kimball does here actually. 3 wood or occupation. Vegetable vendor. Oh, that's annoying. Very annoying. Because that means he's going to build a cooking hearth, and there's going to be many of us who are able to eat that first sheep, do that first sheep grab. And unfortunately, Kimball sits immediately in front of me as well. Boot played chess player. Looks like he's going to be going for a cooking hearth as well, considering he gets boar on the sheep space. JP, start player Park Cemetery. Okay. Park Cemetery makes it a lot more desirable to plow an early field. But JP setting himself to build that first room. Kimball grabbing cooking hearth away from boot. Reedstone Food, because then the second action can be a wood grab, and then I'm in a good spot to build. I wonder if Kimball will take sheep here. Yeah, he doesn't need to. He sits before me. That's annoying. Well, I guess I should do my 4 food grab here. If I don't get it at all, it will be pretty sad. So next round, I'm looking at car actions like stroller, taking wood. JP first move getting food. Kimball on the reed, no surprise. I'll grab 3 wood. I wonder if Boot will build the cooking hearth here, or if he'll do something else. I would like occupation or plow. Those would both be good for me as my second action. Boot saying, what is this style you're doing, JP? Going for early family members and taking lots of food? Boot on Reedstone food. Okay. So occupation will come back because JP is should build a room here. Yeah, so I can get occupation or I can get plow. Both are options. I actually like plow because of getting that livestock actuary. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good for Kimball. And I will play stroller here, and with stroller I will play, what resources do I want? Wood to play sawhorse. That's the only improvement I can play at the moment. So let's go wood, stone, reed, clay at the end, wood, stone, something like that. Maybe I should have put 2 reed down. I think just 1 reed is fine. 1 reed for my Reno to clay. These guys are just talking. Boot is unhappy that there's so much pressure on animals. Yep. Stage 1. Yeah. Yeah, how often does that happen? Both cooking hearth and fireplace gone. Stage 1. It's crazy. JP going for 6 clay. So if I could get 4 wood, that would make me happy. And that's what happens exactly. Beautiful. 4 wood for me. So that's good. That'll let me play the sawhorse. So second move, reedstone food would be fine, or else 3 wood. I could also occupation well cellar. Like if Boot does reedstone, no, he didn't do reedstone food. He took clay. JP saying, you know, family growth comes around 7 and he'll be very screwed. But Only if he runs out of miners. He has enough. He has enough food that he can definitely afford to sit on start player. Supply exchange for JP. Turn 2 wood into a redstone food action. And then for me, Kimball's eyeing getting 6 wood here. I could play an occupation. What would I play? Grain speculator? Grain speculator would be totally fine. And leave the wood for boot. Yeah, I actually like this because it gets my grain coming in so that I can build this. Like, I'll probably build stone oven round 8 after I pick up the stone here. Yeah. So I'll have 2 grain at the start of round 8 so I can build the stone oven, bake both of them. Or one of them as the need dictates. But yeah, the fact that we have 3 cooking improvements gone already is unreal. And there's family growth. So Kimball has a bit of a difficult choice here. If he doesn't start player, I can jump him. And I will happily jump him with Sawhorse. Dinghy from JP. Oh, this is really good. Really good. And puts more wood into the game as well. And you want more wood in when you've got the first family growth so that you can build more rooms. Keep snowballing your action advantage. So yeah, Kimball, I'm pretty sure Kimball needs to start player here. If he doesn't, I'll start player Sawhorse and then get family growth and then build a room and family growth around 7. I don't even need to think about it. And even if Kimball does stable block me, of course he just picked up a bunch of wood that he can use to do so with. I'm happy to do 2 reed. I'm happy to do reedstone food. JP renovates here and gets room to hold animals. So literally everyone in this game can do something with animals. Well, tile maker is pretty sad. Pretty sad indeed. I could do something to get clay and build a clay oven next round. I don't really need reedstone food, do I? Could plow and grab a stone. That seems like an okay action. Plow and get a stone? Sure. In case I don't get 2 sheep. So if Kimball takes 2 sheep ahead of me, then I'm still in fine shape. I wonder if there was a line where I could play Stone Giant. I never really tried it. Grab 4 food. Kimball saying that was an interesting start player. I am totally fine with it. Um, it got me this 4 food action. This is a super food tight game, which and the way that I think my farm will end up being, probably with cattle dealer, I only want to do 1 room and 3 fields. JP plays wolf. Wolf is excellent. Kimball saying I'd have gotten to the sheep this round as well. Would I have? I'm honestly not sure. Wolf is fantastic. Kimball, family growth cookpot. I guess it could be start player, theoretically. Oh, major minor. Okay, because he gets a vegetable and that's going to let him do his stuff. I have all the food I need. I could grab 3 stone. 3 stone would be fine. But I'll just build my room. Play simple. Don't need to do anything crazy. Boot, start player ladder. Okay. Oh, did I pick up my stone on here? I must have, because that's how I got to 4. And I need to feed 4, of course. Kimball playing family growth plus chicken coop. Oh, this is nice. But yeah, wolf is just a ridiculous card. Gives you what, 3 boar, a wood, a clay, and a grain. It's super strong. And then he gets to take wood with this move and have a breeding pair of boar. Seems good. Seems good. And everybody ignoring the stone too, which is crazy. Yep, breeding pair of boar on a clay house. First family growth looks good for JP. Good start for him. Boot says 4 stone or 6 clay. Definitely am a 4 stone fan. But 6 clay is very useful with Soil Nutritionist. JP saying he'll happily take the leftovers. No kidding. You don't say. Kimball gets a move here. So I will probably improvement with this move. Yeah, JP has a bunch of clay and a bunch of stone. So I'm definitely building the stone oven with this move. Bake 2. Oh, I should pay for it. Now, if I could get Well Cellar out next round before anyone plays an improvement, that would make me happy. Because both JP, Boot probably going for pottery, I would think, but JP certainly the well would be a nice option for him. So, but he kind of has to choose. JP needs to choose between a way of eating his breeding boar and a clay oven. Actually, that would be, and also, well, see, I wouldn't go for clay oven as JP just because you probably want to build the fireplace, 3 clay fireplace. So if I'm him, I'm probably building the fireplace before I build the well. Boot says, what do you think of soil nutritionists? It sucks. You suck. I'm obviously joking. Let's go. Game has slowed down. Let's go, people. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have Kimball Lumberyard. Yeah, this seems a little too good. Free point. Yeah. I just think it's probably a card that shouldn't exist. Well, let's put it that way. Because, yeah, it'll super change the game. It's like Goldmine. Goldmine does that too. Goldmine turns Day Labor into a food reed wood, or food reed stone space, or food wood stone, all of which are excellent actions. Don't really like it. Of course, this one's limited to only Kimball, so of course if he's going on Day Labor a lot, probably that means there'll be more better food actions available for his opponents. So clay oven for JP. I wonder if this is coming with stone up. Yeah, it is. So he renovated up to stone, which gives him more room to hold animals with the animal renovator. And built the clay oven. Back to me. 4 wood. Most definitely. No one's in a position to build the well. So I can kind of wait and see what happens there. Boot playing market. Oh, so this is good because he's going to sow with his second action. Nice. Yes, that's the downside of my play, is that baking both of my grain means that the grain I pick up in round 10 almost certainly is not it's not enough. I need 2 grain. Ideally I would have 2 grain to sow and 1 grain to 2 grain to sow and 1 grain to bake, or 2 to sow and none to bake, and then I can bake later. So JP definitely looking like he's going to build the well, so my first action will be Well Cellar. Which gets me stone for Stone Giant and for Bakehouse, so totally fine. I would be happy to take the pottery away from Boot. And the way that I do that is by taking 4 clay here. JP build it. So JP builds the well. I take 4 clay, and then I get to first action Reno pottery before the Boot gets in action. JP, do I want the well? Yeah. I'm just stuck on a 3-room stone house. Definitely don't want the well. I only need a couple more wood. I'm in a good spot. I do need a reed action. I forgot about cattle dealer. I should have put more reed on with the stroller. Oh, cool. So my well seller pays off right away. Wood, stone, stone, stone. So yeah, so I can grab 4 clay from the clay space and then Reno pottery with my first move next round. And that would be fine because there's not going to be any good wood actions. And I feed 6. So yeah, this game is going pretty well. I need only 1 more wood action to have all the wood I need for the rest of the game. Yeah, because I've got broom and I've got 1 wood coming in round 11, but I probably will want to build stables. I'll want to do other stuff. I'll want to take more grain for sure. I want to plow fields. Got lots more that I want to do. So so stone giant is going to be useful in round 13 because stone is coming out here. So in round 13 there will be 3 stone on it. Probably 3 stone gets taken in all likelihood. Oh, I could do something with the clay to stone. No, okay, definitely not. Sorry, so I was talking, so I want to take 2 stone in round 12 so that there's 1 stone only here in round 11 so that I can get this action with my first move either way. Ideally, and then also probably then I can probably get round 13 with my second action in round 14 as well, because odds are people are not second move taking 2 stone. So yeah, make sure that this gets taken. Make sure that the 2 stone gets taken here, which is perfect because I have a use for the 2 stone from from the stone giant or the bakery myself. Oh, actually, that comes kind of late, doesn't it? I need to think about that a little. I also have broom. Let's grab a field. You know what? I'm not going to plow another field until I know if this is plow sow. Because if this is plow sow, I get it twice. And I don't need any more. Think. I need to think about this. I could take 2 wood. Not the most efficient action, but probably be totally fine. Oh, I do need 2 read. I need to play cattle dealer. Okay, yeah, 2 read is a fine move then. Totally forgot that I need to play cattle dealer. So before this next harvest, I need food. That food can come from me playing Oven Admirer. Oven Admirer gets me 2 food because I can take a cattle. It also gets me 2 vegetables. I don't want to eat this grain, not unless I'm sure that I'm going to take another grain afterwards. Oven Admirer can even be 4 food if I eat a vegetable as well. Okay. I think I take 4 clay here because I want to be able to eat clay with my pottery. It also gives me the option of the Port Le Havre game move, because playing Bakehouse and getting enough stone to play Stone Giant is something to consider. Or not even playing Bakehouse, but just doing a sow bake action next round. Take 1 grain and then sow bake is an option for what I could do. JP with Black Swan Lake and then Kimball with Muddy Bog. So I've screwed up a little bit. I'm not in a position to first action start player here. I don't have my resources quite right. And I want that move. Whether it's plow sow or whether it's family growth, I want that space. So I could play I could play Broom, but then Stone Giant dies. And I think Stone Giant will be good for me here. So I don't think I want Stone Giant to die. So that means we're looking at first move 3 stone. So then I'm going to really overkill on stone if I do that. Will I actually? 3, 4, 6. And I know that I need to take, so 3. I'm also going to take 2 stone here. Yeah, so that would mean I only need 1 stone here, and it would give me 2 extra. I also want to play all my occupations. This is hard. I'm really not sure what I should be doing. I also want to play Oven Admirer and Cattle Dealer. And I want to get an extra wood to play the Broom. This is so hard. Okay, let's try this. If this is family growth, even without room, and I get start player, boom, it was the right move. If that's not the case, then it's way more questionable. Thing is, stone is less appealing. JP has no need for stone. Boot has no need for stone. Kimball probably wants to get stone, but he has other stuff to worry about. So there's a chance that 3 stone is sitting here in round 13. There's a chance. I need to kind of see how the game continues to evolve. So I'm going to start player here and play Stone Giant. Let's try this. Let's try it. So then my last action is Improvement Oven Admirer. I'm going to have to eat a vegetable and the cattle that I get from it. Ooh, that's not good. That's okay, I can eat a clay with pottery. Should be fine. But yeah, second action round 12 or third action should be Cattle Dealer. And then I'll fence all my nice big farm. This game's been pretty cutthroat with the way everyone needs to go after each other's stuff. Pretty cutthroat. Fence 8 here for JP. That's always a bad sign. The person who built the first room, when he ends up wanting to fence like this, it's a bad sign. I mean, Sawhorse is going to be really good for me, which I'm happy about. So I'm going to eat a sheep in order to play Oven Admirer, which gets me 2 vegetables and a cattle. And then FAC to feed. Whatever. So Oven Admirer is pretty much a food action. Heavy Plow. Heavy Plow is great. Great card. Does Kimball have a way of getting a bunch of cattle? Not really, but he doesn't mind taking the one cattle action with Livestock Actuary. Gets him stone to build his stone house. Beautiful. This is absolutely best case scenario. Beautiful. And the clay, the stroller clay, I always put a clay there from stroller just out of habit, but it's actually going to be useful this game. Like, it'll maybe contribute to pottery points. Which, how often does that happen? So if I want to play broom, I need to take another wood. So that means I don't have to play broom. Honestly, I don't. I'm interested to see what the boot does here. Yeah, JP has no need for stone anymore, unless he does a read action, which I don't think he's going to do. Kimball would rather take cattle than go on the stone space with Heavy Plow. And Boot doesn't want joinery. Boot doesn't have time for Basket Maker's Workshop, I don't think. So I think I might be okay. JP says, I'm not going to win, but I'll do better than my earlier crap fests. That's colorful. So what did he do? Boot did fence, and then JP grabs 2 cattle. Makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, fence dealer. I totally forgot that fence dealer was in the draft. Kimball, what's Kimball gonna do? So I'll leave my third action available to grab 2 stone. Or, so that means I could plow here. I think this is okay. Occupation, cattle dealer, eat a vegetable. Eat a V. Eat a vegetable to feed that. JP says, I love that card for some reason. I must really love it because I took it first pick. Boot went for the boar. Kimball says, is it because it's a good card? Yeah. 2 actions for 4 cattle is quite good. 2 read. 2 read plus the occupation action for 4 cattle. Very reasonable move. I don't want to get screwed by Kimball, so I'm taking 2 stone here. Although no one else has gone on start player yet. This is hard. I need food as well. Food might be more important than the stone. You know what though? I'm getting food from the cattle from my fencing action. So this should be fine. 2 stone. Because like what are the odds that nobody else does start player? They're pretty low, right? The alternative to 2 stone would have been taking wood so that I can broom. That's the alternative. Yeah, boot is... he might be renovating. But... oh yeah, reno. Okay. So I'm still start player. So I'll actually have an interesting choice. I'll have an interesting choice of plow sow or family growth. I think I probably plow sow. I think. I need to get the extra grain so that in round 14 I can bake house. And because that's probably how I'll feed, is bake house plus a cattle. Something like that, yeah. So I totally played myself by taking that 2 stone. Oh well. That happens. That happens. So second move. Well, it means I get plow sow round 14 still. I should get plow sow round 14. So rest of this round. So I need 8 food for this harvest. So 1 food plus 3 from cattle plus 2 from clay is 6. So I need to do get another 2 food somehow. Joinery would be 2 food if I took 4 wood and built the joinery. That's an option. What else could I do? Piggy. Campbell says, right on time. JP says, seems useful. Yep, we're all laughing at that piggy bank play. Oh, man. Well, it might be a point for trinket person. Because ladder is also a point for trinket person. And market is a point for trinket person. Okay, so trinket person's like a 3-point move. That's fine, totally fine. Okay, Kemball takes fences. That makes my feeding way harder. So 5 food traveling players. And my feeding is fine. Boot building more rooms, okay. Boot's in a position where reedstone food, you know what, he doesn't need reedstone food with ladder. So he can always take stone from something else. Boot really wants that I guess he really wants that plow sow action in the last round. It's worth a lot to him with soil nutritionist. Kimball with occupation cow herd. Looks good. What do I do here? I actually don't like plow. I could... Do I just take a 2-point animal move? If I'm gonna do a 2-point animal move, it should be sheep, because boar is worth more than 1 point for me. Boo plays Mine Improvement Milk Can, which gets him 4 food. That's fun. Yeah, I thought there was a pretty good chance that Kimball would shun the 3 stone even if it came up just because of livestock actuary, but it's hard to say. I can ask him after the game. My turn again. So plow is available. But I'm pretty sure I want to play Bakehouse. Yeah. Like I have stuff for it. So let's do Bakehouse. So that means I should be doing something else. And when I play Bakehouse, I can bake a grain for 5 food. And I'll sow with plow sow on the vegetable space. So let's grab 1 vegetable here. That looks fine. Oh, is he gonna first move fence 5? That would make me very upset. Okay, looks like I have to play this safe, and the way I play it safe is 3 reed. Because 3 reed Means I can reno fence. So I feed 6 food and a clay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because yeah, JP is showing 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That he's showing that he's probably going to do something with animals, or with fencing, I should say. Well, on the bright side, I have 5 stone, 5 reed, which is enough to reno, build Basket Maker's Workshop, and buy all my cattle. So that's a pretty good position to be in, I have to say. I think JP's thinking about whether or not he should first move fence. So my second move is going to be plow sow. First move, ooh, what am I gonna do? Oh, the other thing is, if I build the Basket Maker's Workshop, I can no longer afford to build bakehouse. JP says, I guess 3 points is good. Yeah, I guess so. So this is interesting. If I get Major Minor and start player, then my Basket Maker's Workshop Bakehouse play is fine. Yeah, I don't want to reno if I don't have to. Yeah, sorry JP, but I don't want to reno. It's only 1 point for me. I want to keep that stone available for doing Basket Maker's Workshop and Bakehouse. Boot goes for an animal action. JP says, well, shoot. Yes, indeed. Yep. That's why you don't fence 8 like this. You don't fence 8 like that. You show, because it, yeah. I mean, it let him hold more animals, but should have been more patient and tried to get a fence action around 13. He took more wood, so probably gonna go for whatever that thing is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. So I managed not to play myself here. So I get some more points, which is good. I have a fine farm. I have more improvement points than the boot does. We have the same number of family members. He does have a bigger farm. Yeah, there's the trinket collector. Unsurprisingly. We kind of guessed that after we saw Piggy Bank come out. So it's a 3 point. 3 points are good. 3 points from an occupation is good. He has more crop points and field points. The fields are kind of undone by the empty spaces, but he also has more pastures. But I have more improvement points than he does. So it's kind of a awkward position. JP playing clogs. Kimball playing major joinery. I assume that's reno joinery. Oh, he plays it on the vegetable space. Oh, okay. Is there a way for me to feed without building the bakehouse then? Because if I could, Reno Basket Maker's Workshop is quite a bit of points. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think there's a way to do it. So I'm gonna bake one for 5 and then eat a cattle. That's all the food I need. And then my last move will be to take clay. Okay, that works. Wow, broom goes unplayed. How often does that happen? Never got to the end of the wall. And it doesn't need it. He's gonna get to his 7th boar anyways. Alright. So at the end of the game, I'm gonna score what I have on my farm plus 4. 2 for tile maker, 2 for stone giant. Boot plays Tanner. Ooh. Well, that's honestly that's not worth that much to him. Yeah, it's only a point because he's run out of actions. It's always nice when you can return the stone oven and nobody else is allowed to touch it. That makes me happy. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure me taking reed just convinced JP not to first action fence. I think that's all that did. I get a 3-point action with my last move either way, so I'm happy about that. Kimball has a nice farm. More fields than me. Not as many crop points, but more animal points. More stables. Five food, G, C, I guess. I have more food than I need at the end of the game. So I score whatever I have plus 4. It's probably mid-40s, not enough to win though. Like it's probably like 44. Yeah, it's 44 exactly. 39 plus 4, 44. Not enough to beat Boot. Not enough to beat Kimball, I doubt. Yeah. Kimball's at 45. Yeah, Kimball beats me by 1 point. Oh, he has 48 apparently. Oh, he has 50. Wow. Not even close. Where'd all his points at the end come from? Oh, he hadn't renoed yet. Okay. Yeah. So what do we have? Kimball's at 50. Boot scores 41. JP scores 47. I'm really surprised. I'm not surprised that I didn't do better because I kind of have like 3 actions that didn't give me any points. I have a 2 stone action. Because I did a 2 stone action to give myself the plow sow action, and I didn't use the stone. Same with the reed. I did a 2 reed or 3 reed action that I didn't use. He probably would not have, but it's hard to say. Maybe he would have decided that it was worth going to a stone house. Yeah, I mean, I'm only at 44. I'm 6 points off Kimball. Hard to catch up when he's got that many family members. I forced him to stable block. Honestly, the vegetable vendor was really bad for me. And bad for Boot, too. Because it just meant that there was so much pressure on the animal spaces. Oh. Yeah. I didn't get Broom out. Would have been nice to see. What do I get from Broom? Yeah, cow chips would have been pretty good for me, actually. Cow chips would have meant that I want to sow more. Ashbringer, yeah. Ashbringer and cow chips both would have been fine. But I didn't have the wood for it, so it's kind of a moot point. I mean, I have a minus from not having any boar. Like, yeah, I just didn't quite have enough actions this game. I didn't have enough actions, and I used 3 of them. Like, I used 3 moves to not get me any points, just to kind of help me do other things, which was not worth it. I should have risked the stone giant, and then I could have taken 3 stone, and then 3 stone would have let me rebuild the stone oven. So then I could have done like bakehouse stone oven, or bakehouse Reno stone oven, and then Reno's worth it because it's an extra point, plus 3 for the stone oven, something like that. I don't know, it's hard to say. I didn't breed any animals. Like cattle dealer, usually you want to breed cattle, and I didn't breed any cattle at all this game. So let's take a look at my draft. Three, 2, 4, 6, 9, 4. Don't need the links. Okay, so cattle dealer was the right pick. Grain speculator seems to be the right pick. Oven admirer. Well seller. These were all pretty bad. Yeah, family physician, power 3. I'm actually not surprised at all. You can kind of use it like family counselor in terms of late in the round you have more information about where your opponents are going, and then you can go on those spaces. Stroller, best card. Tile maker, best card. Sawhorse, best card. So I took Stone Giant here over Gold Mine. I mean, I like the Stone Giant play. In this setup, I thought it worked pretty well. Broom, which unfortunately went unplayed. Fine with that. So I took the Port Le Havre here over Stone Support and Cook Pot. I mean, it was a free point. I didn't get anything more out of it than the point. It's kind of hard to say. Candy Room went unplayed. Straw, yeah, went unplayed. This is a hard one. Hard one to judge. I wonder if Kimball benefited from getting some stuff passed back to him. I'm surprised Well Seller is so low. Maybe because the timing is really weird. Like, you have to play it before the well is built, and you can't use those resources to build the well yourself. But I don't know, 3 stone and a wood is a nice return. Anyways, that's going to be all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will stream. When will I stream next? Probably not this weekend at all. Maybe Sunday night, but not on Saturday for sure. Yeah, Sunday night's the next most likely time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.